November the 24th, day before Thanksgiving. And I got a hot dope being run all the way around me right now. At least one shooter in the group of bucks chasing her. I know it's at least 2 bucks chasing her. It's just now getting light enough to see, but they come by about 50 yards. Definitely one of them was a shooter, so. It smells like the rut in here. So I'm just gonna sit tight. Good Lord willing, he'll send that buck by me and stop him. So I'm gonna get off here because I gotta be at the ready in a moment's notice. They didn't come by 3 times running. I could hear them. They come. It was 2 bucks was fighting back here, and then one come from across the field. So I think it's 3 bucks actually, because I could hear. I gotta get off here. was pretty cool. That was one of the smaller bucks that was chasing that doe, I think. He came from where they was chasing. He just slipped down through here, come by. First time at 22 yards, and then I think he caught my wind and found it interesting. When he got downwind, he throwed his nose up and walked right to the tree. Then the coyote, he was watching something out in his field, and I couldn't turn around. Then I heard footsteps right here behind me, so I looked at this big coyote. I don't know how far it was. It was a bad shot. I rushed it. Appeared I hit a limb. I think I hit the coyote, but it was doing its business. I think I just hit all fur. It was squatting to poop or pee right there. But I didn't want that coyote in here, so I tried to kill him. Took the only shot I had. The buck ran back here about 40 yards and slowly walked away, so I don't know, maybe that doe and that big buck come walking through here in a little bit. I'm gonna sit tight, see what happens. Well, I don't know how much of it on camera, but a little buck and 5 does right here at 30 yards, and then that big one went around them. The little one and the 5 does run out and crossed this field. The big one got over to the edge of the woods, and I grunted, and he stopped. He come walking back by about 35 yards through a lot of brush, and then worked his way on back in there. Well, the coyote wasn't a miss. I did run one through the coyote. Here's the arrow. It's got hair and blood all the way down it. So there's a coyote having a bad day. Anyway, I'm getting down. I just had 5 bucks, 3 good ones, come out about 100 yards from me and run across this field. It seems that's where all the deer's passing. So I've gotten down. I'll just be running a GoPro and a little camera on my boat. But those 5 bucks run across the field, and as I was getting down, 4 does come back. So I'm gonna slip up here and see if I can get a spot set up on the ground, hunt another hour or two, and see if them bucks don't come pushing back through here. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Well, it's Friday, November 26th. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I was in here the day before Thanksgiving, and it was a wild, crazy day. I sat here till about this time, about 12:30, maybe 11 something. I left. Had things to do for Thanksgiving, and yesterday it rained all day, and of course we had family things, so I wasn't out here. And to be honest with you, this morning I was just too lazy to get out of bed. I've been working so many hours. Couldn't drag myself out of that warm bed on a 20-degree morning this morning. I guess that's part of getting old. You don't have to drive you used to. But anyway, it's a beautiful, cold day. And they had hot does in here 2 days ago. Or at least some they thought were hot. They were sure pushing them. And I didn't get to see the greatest thing. When I got down and got out of the tree, I fell asleep over her back. Or just about asleep. I was dozing off. The next thing I know, About a 2-foot long chicken snake climbed up in my lap. So I sat there about another 30 minutes. I decided I never did see nothing else come across this field, but I got other spots I really want to go to, but this spot has just been, it was just too much action the other day to leave it, so. I've got a better wind for it today. The other day my wind was blowing back that way and all the deer was wanting to push back there, but none of them ever blew. But all the bucks were cruising that side of the thicket more. Wasn't really what it was supposed to have been doing, but that's what it was doing. So today I've got a better wind. It's actually blowing from where I think the deer are at, or the does would be bedded, and I'm on the downwind side of that, and I would expect any buck comes down through here looking for those does is going to walk down this edge, maybe on the edge of the field, but most of them are going to walk 20, 30 yards back in these woods, making the downwind side of this bedding area. So I hope that's how it works. I was hoping to have my little action camera on my stabilizer, but I dropped it as I was trying to get it out of my backpack. Anyway, I expect great things to happen today, so let's see what happens. Man. He's getting wobbly. He's getting up. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'm trying to mark where he went down at. He ran back in there and got wobbly and fell over. I don't know if I got it on camera. I don't even know if I got the shot on camera. I was just sitting here and I heard a grunt behind me out in the field, and I turned around and looked. He was going to come in the woods, I thought at 42. I was going to shoot him there, but he walked just the other side of that brush, which is about 50. I thought, well, maybe he'll come back. And he turned and walked into a hole right here. I ranged earlier at about, I think I shot him for 30. And it was 33 yards. And he's a little quarter too, and I hugged that shoulder. And I didn't get the greatest penetration, but I got at least that much, probably maybe poked all the way through him, but it didn't complete pass through. But I think it done its job. Thank you, Lord. I've been needing that. I don't even know what he is. I know he's got 5 on my side. I mean, he looked big enough for me, so I shot him. I make no apologies. I get up there and he's a 100-inch 10-pointer. That's what he is. I could care less. Whew. Well, it's no better feeling and no more scary feeling really than that hour set waiting to get down. I feel like the deer's down. I've seen him fall once and he got up and he was still staggering and he got in behind a big tree that appeared he went down again. But we 35 minutes into this set, and the excitement has got me wanting to pee in the cold air. I'm about ready to get down, but I think the sun sets at 4:40 today, so I'm gonna get down here in about 20 more minutes. I've watched a video. I know the path that he ran for the first 35 yards. I don't think he went, but maybe 60 before he fell the first time. So the only thing that worries me is I don't think I got a complete pass through, but I don't know what the blood's gonna look like, if there's any on the ground. But it ought to be. The shot was where it needed to be. But anyway, like I said, it's a good feeling to be sitting up in a tree thinking you got one. So just pray, Lord, let that deer be there. Where I shot him to right here, that's the first blood. This was the tree I marked that I knew he run by. So I walked from where I shot him to here. I hadn't seen any blood, but till this first little dab. So I think he continued this way, but he could have went that way. But I think by video he went this way. So we're gonna continue on and keep looking. Pretty sure it's him. Pretty sure it's him. I hadn't had a lot of blood to work with. That's why you always mark your last points. I had to go back to the tree and get the line that I went to the spot where he ran past the tree and I found some blood. I found just a little bit of blood. But it kind of petered out, so I knew I seen him fall up here, so I went back, got another point of reference and just started walking a straight line until I seen those antlers. So we're gonna slip up on here and I might set the camera down just to be sure he's down. I'm gonna carry my bow up there and be ready. Well guys, here he is.
I mean, he is a tank of a body. His antlers is okay, he got good mass. He's not a giant by no means, by Kentucky standards, but when you don't get to hunt no more than I do, this is a nice deer. And I wouldn't about to let him walk. He doesn't have a brow tine here. He's got some kind of little junk right there. I'm not sure. I mean, it's over an inch long, but it ain't really a brow tine. Nothing's broke on it. Got good long main beam, but he ain't got but 4 on this side. And he's got, counting that, he's got 5 on that side, but he carries his mass out well. This deer is definitely one of the bigger bodied deer I've seen, and he was actually laying right over there in the thick stuff. Of course, I drug him out so I could get him on camera. But I might go get a knife and some help. I ain't got far to go really, but I mean, this thing is a toad when it comes to it. I don't know what he's gonna field dress, but he's gonna be pushing 2 easily, which is rare this time of the year, getting past a rut. I mean, look at his neck. His neck is humongous. I mean, he's got a giant neck, got big old white ears, got holes in his ear. Got a hole right there. Got a tear in this one. So, I expect he's whooped a little bud up in here at some time or another. He might, maybe a bigger one move in now, I don't know, next year. We got that old Roman nose. But anyway, thank the Lord. I mean, look at this beauty that he gives us, his creation to be out in, the health to do it, and the freedom to still do it. So, thank you, Lord, for giving me this opportunity and blessing me with this giant of a bodied deer. But anyway, I don't know how much I'm going to show in this video. This is only like the 4th or 5th time I've been hunting. It's been slow. I haven't had time to hunt, or I've just been too tired to do it. So I took this morning off because I was lazy. I've been getting up at 3:30 every morning for months working on my own products. And I got up early Wednesday morning and hunted. Had a great morning. I'm pretty sure I saw this deer once, chasing does in here. I could see that side that morning. I knew he had 5 on one side, or thought he did. I didn't know this brow tine was messed up, but I knew he had a lot of mass to him. And I'll have to go back and look, which I don't think I got it on footage, but I was in here the day before Halloween, and I'm pretty sure I had this deer at 35 yards, but I couldn't get him on the camera. But anyway, we're going to get him cleaned up, get him hauled out of here, and I appreciate you watching. If you like this footage, if you like to learn as I learn on how to do stuff easier or do stuff cheaper, go and subscribe, and I really would appreciate it. Thank you for watching.